Alright, so these next couple of problems I'm going to do for my geometry class. This is on their homework tonight. We were talking about chord properties in class today. Alright, so the first problem we're going to look at is number 1. Number 1, we want to find the unknowns, alright, which in this circle we have x and y. Alright, so the first thing I notice is that we have a perpendicular to a chord. Now, from one of our conjectures today, we were told that if you have a perpendicular to a chord, it makes it it's actually not just a perpendicular, but it's a perpendicular bisector. All right, so if this segment's 8 centimeters, this is going to be 8 centimeters as well. All right, which means the length of this whole chord is 16 centimeters. All right, and because all radii are congruent, this is actually an isosceles triangle. So this vertex angle is going to be bisected and 50 degrees as well. So the central angle is going to be 100 degrees, which makes it congruent to this central angle. So the length of this chord is going to be 16 centimeters. Perfect. That's x. But what about y? All right. Yes, we do have congruent radii as well here, but that does not necessarily mean they are congruent triangles. Just because this central angle is 50 and this central angle is 100 and this central angle is 100, that does not mean this central angle is 100. We actually are not able to figure out the value of that chord y. All right, so that is CBD, cannot be determined. All right, and then we're going to look at number 4. All right, then we're going to look at number 4, which we're given this arc of 100. We need to find w, x, and y, and we're given that angle of 35. All right, so the first thing I see is that we have two congruent chords. Now, from another one of our conjectures today, when you have congruent chords, their arcs are congruent as well. So w is going to equal 100 degrees. All right, so the next thing we're looking for is x and y. All right, so I'm going to look at y right here, and I have this triangle, which is what type of triangle? An isosceles, because the radii are congruent, which makes this base angle 35, and it's going to make the vertex angle of this triangle what? 35 and 35 is 70. Subtract it from 180, you have 110 degrees. Right there is the central angle, which makes the arc 110 degrees. All right, and then all that's left to do to find x is you add up the three arcs, subtract it from 360. So we have 100, 100, 110. That's 310 degrees. Subtract it from 360. X is going to equal 50 degrees. All right? And the rest is left for you guys to do for homework.